song.
Hi everyone, Conrad Angel Corral here for your CCTV, and we're talking takeout today. That's right, today we are talking takeout and delivery because we're going to be speaking about a relatively new program that is called the Great Plates Delivery Program, which is geared towards seniors during this pandemic period. And as you can tell, we have all kinds of guests with us today. Let me first do the introductions. First, we have coming back to the show, Stone James, who is the Economic Development Director with the City of Cathedral City. Good to see you again, Stone.
Great to see you, Conrad.
And then we also have Bill Schneid, who is the owner of the Southern Belle Café, a relatively new restaurant here in Cathedral City. Good to see you, Bill. How are you?
Fine. It's a pleasure being back with you.
Good to see you. And then also joining us is Chris Ramirez, who is the right-hand man of all things knowing about Bill and the restaurant. Chris Ramirez, good to see you, Chris.
Very good to see you too, Conrad. Thank you.
So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's start with Bill if we can first, because this is this Great Plates is about restaurants. And so, Bill, just in case some of our viewers don't know, tell us, Chris or Bill, where is the restaurant located at?
35400 Date Palm Drive in Cathedral City.
And you opened, was it middle of last year or end of last year?
Actually, the March of 2019.
March of 2019. And I believe right now, like many restaurants, you are currently closed. Even though you have seating for patrons, the restaurant is not open for patrons to come into. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But you are doing takeout for the Great Plates program.
Yes, we are.
All right. So before we talk more about the restaurant, let me jump over to Stone. And Stone, I know that you and Mayor Aguilar have spoken about this Great Plates program in the past, but it's a terrific program that we want to make sure people know about because people can still get involved. So if you would, in layman's terms, can you tell us what is the Great Plates Delivery Program?
Thank you, Conrad. I will. So the Great Plates Delivery Program is a great opportunity for either people who are 65 years and older or people who are 60 years and older who have certain pre-existing medical conditions that put them at additional risk to the COVID-19 virus.
All right.
And so if you are currently below $74,000 a year or $101,000 a year as a couple, and you are not on any CalFresh or EBT or Meals on Wheels programs, then you can potentially qualify for this Great Plates Delivered program. This gives you the opportunity to get 3 nutritious meals per day delivered to your home by select Cathedral City restaurants. And that's why we're so excited to have Bill's restaurant as one of several restaurants who have been approved for the program. And he is providing 3 nutritious meals for our seniors within our community who've signed up for this completely free program.
Right. And speaking of nutritious meals, I was very fortunate today to go to the restaurant and pick up one of the takeouts because I didn't want your person to have to come deliver it to me, but I wanted to be able to show our folks what some of the food looks like. So I'm going to see if I can do this or not. This is a sampling of the steak and potatoes and broccoli, which somebody is getting today, which of course it's about nutrition. So you definitely have the vegetables inside there. They also were getting look at the size of this delicious chicken sandwich here. I mean, that's a very huge piece. It looks like a Cajun chicken sandwich, which is delicious. And then they also get, because again, this is about nutrition, this little, I'm going to call it a little bucket of fruit to also enjoy. So the meals are definitely a nutritious product that they're giving out.
And so that's what makes this program so beneficial, is not only are you feeding nutritious meals consistently to a really important population within our city, but you're also at the same time helping our beautiful businesses stay alive.
Right.
And the businesses staying alive, they're able to keep their employees on salary or on payroll. And so the employees are then able to care for their homes and their families. And then of course also suppliers. We can't forget about the people who actually grow the food and prepare the food.
Right, there's a chain, right?
There is. And this Great Plates Delivered program benefits everyone in that chain.
Do you know how many individuals you have participating in the Great Plates program through your restaurant?
Well, in our restaurant, we have about 60 plus individuals that get food delivered on a daily basis. And I might add to what Stone was mentioning is one of the advantages for the seniors is that the food that they get delivered is the same menu items that they would get if they came in and paid for the food in our restaurant. We start our kitchen cooking at about 5 in the morning. We've closed our restaurant completely so that we can take care of the 65 people. Well, even the cup of fruit that you pointed out,
Yes,
was hand cut fresh fruit. This wasn't for some fruit out of a can.
Stone, how many restaurants in Cathedral City are part of the Great Plates delivery program? Do you know that?
Conrad, I do. Right now, we're looking at about 3 restaurants, and we're working on bringing additional restaurants online. Conrad, I did have one quick question. Do you think it'd be acceptable if we asked Bill a little bit about how he prepares the food and how he sources the ingredients? Because that alone is kind of breathtaking.
We have the luxury of being a small restaurant. As such, we have ferreted out the best of the best all over the country. Eating our food an experience, not just eating food. And it brings people back to the time when they ate hush puppies and catfish and collard greens. And, so it's a fun experience for everybody involved in the whole food chain, if you will.
How far do you deliver? Are you delivering just to Cathedral City, or are you throughout the Coachella Valley?
No, we deliver, not throughout the Coachella Valley, but we deliver to Palm Springs, Thousand Palms, Desert Hot Springs, Palm Desert, and and of course, Cathedral City.
So, Chris, let me ask you this question because I think it's real important to find out: are people enjoying this Great Plates program delivery? Is it something that they find worthy? Are you getting any responses?
Absolutely. The response has been overwhelming. I have, at the outset of the program, we had everybody handwritten notes to introduce ourselves and what we'd be doing for the community, as well as I gave out my cell phone number so everybody can reach out and give me their feedback. And I got to tell you, people are loving the food. I have a lot of people saying, we can't wait till this is over. Even though we're in Desert Hot Springs, we can't wait to come and commute down and try your food there in person. Yeah.
Are the meals delivered breakfast, lunch, and dinner at different times of the day, or are they all delivered at one time? And then is there a window in which the meal is delivered?
Yeah, so great question. We produce breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the restaurant in the mornings, and then we're doing one delivery per day in the early afternoon of all 3 of those meals. But we are very particular about making sure everything's in a microwave safe container so that everybody's able to heat them up and have a hot meal whenever they'd like, whether that be that night or the next morning.
Right. And if they're anything like my parents, when they get takeout or they bring food home, it's used for breakfast the next day, and then it's used a little bit for lunch, and then they finish it off during dinner. And so they actually gain a lot of food for it. So I'm sure they must have
That's
a lot
right.
of food. Bill, how did you find out about this program? Did you find some information and you decided to inquire?
Well, Stone happens to be the director of economic development for the city, and he does a superb job of letting businesses know the different opportunities that present themselves to city businesses. And the minute he let us know about this program, we thought it was a wonderful thing and we jumped at it. He also let us know about the PPP program. We not only jumped at that, but we got funded for it. So that kept our people aboard and we didn't have to let anybody go. So he is a great vehicle for information to city businesses that wouldn't otherwise know about these various opportunities.
If an individual wants to be part of this program, would they call you or would they go onto a website? And then the same question for if other businesses, other restaurants want to be part of it, how would they get involved?
Yeah, Conrad, thanks for asking. So there's really a couple of ways to do it. So the most effective way to do it, if you're either a person who would like to enroll or you're a restaurant who is interested, and that would be to Google Riverside County Great Plates Delivered Program. I
And
talked to someone earlier today who didn't have a computer. They don't have email. And so I gave them the phone number of 1-800-510-2020. And then that is a direct line into the Office of the Aging that they can call. And then they can talk to the people there and get ultimately admitted to the program, assuming that they meet the eligibility criteria.
this sounds like a terrific program. So let me go ahead and say thank you to Stone and to Bill and to Chris for joining us here today. It's great information that we're passing on to the community. The program, once again, is called the Great Plates Delivery Program. You should get involved if you qualify. I'm Conrad Angel Corral, and this is your CCTV.